Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here, and welcome to another weekday stream. Where yes, 300th stream and video. So I can't believe myself. I've done 300 of the streams and videos and different things. But yeah, 300. So I thought to celebrate that, we'd look through the past, some of my old videos that I've done well, some of the things that I've changed, talk about being a content creator and some of the pitfalls and some of the good things and the highlights and everything like that and everything that comes with it, really. If any of you guys are thinking of, being a YouTuber or starting your own channel up, then you can, look at this and sort of make an educated guess on whether you guys want to do it. Obviously, Grind Time, who's in the chat, I started up recently, so he'll be a good advocate of, what it's like starting as a new guy and how difficult it is. And I thought I want to talk a bit about that. So that's most of the stream today. We'll be obviously going through the newsletter and talk about some new features coming to the game, talking a bit about playtesting. But yeah, there's not much happening, but there's a reason for that as well. So I want to talk about that as well. And we're also going to be giving a few codes out. I mean, we can't celebrate 300 videos without giving some codes out. So let's see who we've got in the chat. Now, the chat doesn't go far back enough on my screen, but I can go back over here. And Stuck in Beta was the first one in the stream. So straight away, we're going to give a code away to Stuck in Beta because he was the first person. Plain and simple. So congratulations, Stuck in Beta. You are getting a Sunstreaker was a Stash Crystal. So yeah, message me some point after the stream, whatever, and I'll send that over to you. So who else have we got? So we've got Grind Time. We've got Jason Rowley. Big shout out to Grind Time for being a member. Don't forget, guys, anything between $2 a month and I think it's $9 a month to be a member. The sooner you do it as well, the sooner you get. You can see that nice green color that some of them have got. Well, once you've been a member for so long, that will change to show that, hey, I've been a member for this amount of time. But don't forget, if you're slow on the uptake for becoming a member, then, those guys that are green now will come a different color eventually, and you won't be. So, yeah. I want to give big shout out to Mark Keogh as well, who subscribed during the intro credits. So yeah, thank you to you as well. We've got SG Soundwave. How's it going? We have got Matt Poley and Jason Rowley. So we've got the Roly Poly brothers. Welcome to the stream. We've got Divyam Rastogi, who's asked about something that I announced in the chat, which we'll talk about in a minute as well. We've got Hammertail, we've got Kultar, we've got X Risku, we've got Bruticus. How's it going? And Christopher Lewis, two more of my members. Thank you for joining us. Obviously stuck in beta, as I mentioned earlier. And I'm trying to switch between two screens. And who else have we got? The Crusher 11, one of our moderators. How's it going? We've got David Muscat. How's it going as well? Timder, Murillo Alves, Calvin. Is it I or one? Calvin I think. Jamie Jada, how's it going? I think we've caught everyone there. L. Prickless, PRKLS. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome, 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 welcome. And I hope I've not missed anyone. I've missed Sharksy out. Can't miss Sharksy out. But yeah, William Wilkinson as well. And I think we've caught everyone there. If I missed you, I apologise. Trying to just shoot between the two screens. But yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, we'll have a look at the newsletter first. We'll go through that like we normally do. And then we'll, yeah, have a bit of a chat. So if you've got any question, guys, put it in the chat. Listen, it can be a question about my channel. It can be a question about what my favorite video is or the reason I did certain videos. It could be anything about my channel at all. You can post it in the chat. But hey, if you've got a question about the game you want answering, put it in the chat. I'm sure I'll be able to answer it, apart from anything obviously about something that's not in the game. We can't obviously talk about that. But yeah, listen, any questions, pop them in the chat and I'll see what I can do. Newsletter time. So this week's event is called A Ripple in Time. And I noticed someone said, I hope there's a typo. So it's Super XP. So it's a decent time to level your bots, as I always say. Don't try not to spend on triple XP events. Try and keep it for the super XP events. Fly. So yes, we've got a G Metal Power Core chip, 5 gold Power Core chips, 2,500 4-star shards. So basically, it's a 4-star crystal. Let's be honest. 4,000 3-star shards, so 2 3-stars as well. 20k premium shards, 100,000 spark, 50,000 combined spark, 50,000 combat spark. And then there's also 55 total spark crystals. So a really, really good event to get some spark. Oh, and a big thank you to Stuck in Beta who's donated $20. Huge thank you to you and anyone else who's donated as well, and obviously the members. So yeah, thanks Stuck in Beta, appreciate it, bud. Um, so typically a 500k event, pretty much, with all those, and then obviously total sparks after that. So yeah, not a bad event. Make sure you hit the 500k so you get the G Metal Power Core and the 4-star shards. I'm trying to find them in there now. There they are. Only 105k, so nice and easy to get in there. Hit the total sparks if you can. They're more than worth it, especially if you get to later levels. But it's not the end of the world if you don't. And then the total spark crystals, obviously, I've got spark, combined spark, and combat spark with equal amounts. And then we're on to this. So, this came in playtesting about a week ago now. And as soon as we heard that Rat Trap was going to be the next combat, it was like, ooh, I think that some people might be a bit annoyed with that. Rat Trap's quite a big figure in terms of Transformers lore, especially if you're a Beast Wars fan. I'm personally not, but I do understand that, before this game come out, if you asked me about Beast Wars, characters, I'd have said, Optimus Primal. I would have said Rat Trap, Rhinox. Those are generally, and Cheetor. They're generally the main ones, really, that you think about. So quite a big figure. So when they said they're bringing him out as a combat, I weren't too happy with it. But it is what it is. Once they've made that decision, which I think is a poor decision, but once they've made that decision, then there's nothing much you can do really. They've put all the effort into the artwork and scaling it. So even though playtesters might say this is not ideal, sadly it is what it is. But we're stuck with it now. We've got to deal with it, and let's just move on with it. It's caused a bit of a stir, to be honest with you, in the playtest chat. And how this came about was about we've got some new playtesters in, so welcome to all the new playtesters. We've got some more varied levels in there, which is really good for the game. Some different opinions, and it's been really good. We've been sort of going over some older things as well, where sometimes we've addressed something and talked about something, and we put it to bed because the apes have gone, no, that can't happen, and then it's been brought back up again. But other than that, there's a lot of new, new ideas coming in, and a lot of everyone's brainstorming, and it's really good. You can get a bit heated sometimes, which I get. I mean, I'm not gonna be offended by anyone really. If you keep it, just keep it not personal and just have your opinion and have a, not an argument but discussion where you might disagree with the person, and that's what playtesting is. You can never agree with everyone, but it's been really good to see it really active, and a lot of people in that chat giving their opinions, and we all put forward our ideas for the next combat. The ape said to us, any ideas for the next bot? Any ideas for the next combat? And we had no idea who was coming. We just thrown out ideas and saying, oh, we want this, we want this. And a lot of the lowdown guys, well, I say low down, but mid-tier guys, whatever, suggested something that the Rat Trap's going to have, which I can't obviously disclose. And the ape said, well, that actually fits in. That's actually pretty good. So yeah, the next bot when it comes along, we're going to incorporate that, and it was Rat Trap. But yeah, he's looking pretty good. He's very different than a lot of other combats. Hence why it's come from the playtest as an idea. We're just trying to balance it right now. I mean, it's looking really good at all star levels, but it just needs balancing between the star levels because a lot of them seem quite similar. There's not much difference between the 4 and the 5-star, so I think that needs to be made a bit bigger in terms. And I understand that people want good combats. I get that, but for me, what you don't want is for someone to get a 4-star rat trap and go, "Oh, this guy's great," and then they get a 5-star and they think, "Well, he's not much different than the 4-star, so why would he even need the 5-star?" You don't want that. You want people to want the 4-star because it gives you a big improvement. You want people to have want the 5-star over the 3 or 4-star because it gives you a big improvement. So that's where we're at the minute. We're trying to balance it just to make the star levels a bit, a bit varied. So each star level gives a good increase in stats or whatever. But yeah, it's looking different to what we've already got, and I'm sure that if you're a low to mid tier player, this will be an essential bot. Top tier players, I think it can be used on certain teams, and I think it's going to be really good. I really do think it's going to be pretty good at all levels for everyone in the game. And something people have been crying out for a long time. So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool, and I think that people will be impressed when it comes out. And I think we're trying to do that to give Rat Trap, some credibility because he is a good figure in the game. So we want to make him a good combat and make sure he's balanced right. So I think the playtest's doing a good job right now, and we're not far off him being complete, I think. So yeah. And then we've also got Vertebrae as well, which is Rat Trap's, not companion. I have to say companion, not companion. Is vice versa. So yeah. And then bug fixes, Hound and drag strips, G1 Hollow weren't being summoned when equipped with a combat as well. So that's been fixed. And stripes and glitz healing abilities work now on defense when in outpost. So that's pretty good. So that's a good thing as well. So I've seen a few questions in the chat. So I'm just gonna go back. And so the first question was SG Soundwaves. Bit of a silly question, really. Who's more lucky, you or Jake? Definitely Jake. Definitely Jake. Jake is 100 times more lucky than me, without a doubt. Tim does asked, how did I find Transformers? Well, Transformers I found because I started watching it on Saturday morning TV along with the likes of He-Man and Thundercats and the younger crowd, whatever have a clue what that is. But those that are born in the 80s will remember those sort of shows, Thundercats and He-Man and Jason and the Wheelers and all them sort of cartoons. And I just got stuck on Transformers, and my dad started buying me the figures. Let's be honest, Transformers was made to sell figures, and I got into Transformers that way. And then we've just I got into this game just because I met a few friends in other Transformers games, and we moved from Transformers game to Transformers game, and like a horde of locusts taking over the games, which is pretty much true, to be honest with you. So yeah, so that's how I sort of got into it as such, and I've played the game since, I think it's is it 5.5 years now? It was a 5-year anniversary, but I played it for 5.5 because I was beta test. Well, not beta tester. I was playing it in the very, very early stages of the game. But yeah. Simply's asked, how do you download Transformer Earthworms on a PC? You need an emulator. You need an Android emulator. I'm not too sure if you can do it on Apple. Someone will be able to tell in the chat. But you need an Android emulator, which emulates a Android device, and there's just use the Play Store to download the game, and yeah, go from there. Just make sure that your base is linked to your Play Store in terms of Android, and then as soon as you log in on the Android emulator, you can get it on your PC. Yeah. Any more questions? Bit of a chat, sorry. Okay. Trying to see. I did see a couple more questions. Um, Murilo Alves has asked, what's the best way to collect Energon? Said Energon. I've actually done a video on that. If you look back, I think it's about a year ago now when it first got released on, how to get the most out of that Energon, and it's not changed much since. To be honest with you, it's pretty much the same. So yeah, it's just taking the least amount of bots possible in the highest zone possible, a bit like power leveling really, and just trying to beat it with one bot and take your combiner. And that's the best advice I can give really. But I'd suggest go and check that video out. Go and give it a watch, and you'll definitely be improving how much Zen you get. Definitely after watching that video. But I agree, Rat Trap should be a bot. I agree. I've seen that a few times, and I agree. But It is what it is. Um, I think Shark did put, which one's my favorite video? That's quite hard. I've got some soft spots or some videos which we'll go back and look at. Um, but yeah, there's definitely some videos that stick out without a doubt. Um, I think that there's certain ones for me is also the first video I ever did. The base design video that definitely stands out. And I think the Omega Supreme video that I did, the ones that are getting decent views, the ones where I open crystals with Jake, they're always quite fun. Even things like the first time I did a stream like this, the first lockdown stream. Obviously having Dale on the stream and Grind Time's a good friend of mine and Pablo Blez and doing interviews. I always wanted to do sort of interviews and I always thought it'd be something that I wanted to do but could never do it and never get the sound and quality right. So as soon as I got my PC up and running like this way, the first thing I said was I'm going to do some interviews and I'm definitely going to do that. And we'll talk about that again shortly. Um, any more questions? I'm just scrolling through, so bear with me, guys. Um, Contest, but how much do you weigh? For those that don't know, basically, a very early stages of the streams, the lockdown streams, and I think the first few streams, I was like, listen, if you got any questions, guys, then yeah, hit me up and I'll answer them. And someone just asked, how much do you weigh? Which was just like, what? What are you on about? SG Soundwave has put if I wanted to be a Transformer, who would it be? Devastator. I love Devastator. Devastator or Grimlock. I know I'm called Sunstreaker, but that doesn't mean he's my favorite Transformer, weirdly enough. But yeah. I actually don't even know how much I weigh even. I'm trying to think how much I don't even know much. I don't weigh myself. I ain't bothered. um Murilo Alves has also asked how much Z Energon do I farm per week? About 250k without wars. But I'm quite lazy with it. I could probably get about 350 to 400 if I really went at it. But yeah, just with work and things like that, I'm struggling a lot at the minute with work. So normally you go toilet and have a cheeky play on the game or something or whatever. But even the breaks now, normally you sit there and have a full break, whereas now we're sort of rushing through our break to get things done. Everything's a bit crazy at the minute with the hospitality industry and COVID, so it is what it is. But yeah. Chris Lewis asks, can you hook a device up to your PC and screen share from there? You can, but the quality doesn't seem to be as good. I know Engineer Hoist does that, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what he does. And I don't know how he gets it so good, honestly, because I've tried it and the quality was quite poor. I presume he might use it through USB. I doubt he streams it to his PC because it's not good quality, really, that I've found anyway, unless we use a different program that I found. But there's definitely a way of doing it. Engineer Hoist will probably be able to answer that better. But you can definitely link it to your PC and do it through there, I think. Yeah. Do I think that? Do I think? I think it was. Do I think that Warpath? Oh, that will be still part of the current meta. Yeah, it still be used. I've seen him still used to good effect. So yeah. Jamie J has put, what a good combat to use my first 5-star first aid. Not wrong. Not wrong. Just want to repeat that. Not wrong. But yeah. Any minion, really, I'd say. Hammertail's put, why Sunstreaker? I think I've covered this in the past. I don't mind going over it again, though. So basically, when I started my Transformers Legends game, about 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 9 years ago, yeah. And I met the likes of, Spa, PMC, Will Superion, um, even Gerrit, who comes on the stream as well. I've known these guys for a long, long, long time. And I was called Wozza82. That's what I call myself on everything. And it's called Wozza because my name's Warren. If you see me on Facebook, you'll know that. But no one calls me Warren. Everyone calls me Wozza. Even at work, they call me Wozza. And I just wanted to pick a Transformer. Now everyone had a Transformer's name, so there was Devastator and Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus and everything else. I was like, right, I need to pick a Transformer that everyone knows is a Transformer, but no one's got. No one will really have. So who's a Transformer that's well known, but on the outskirts of the main characters? So not Optimus Prime, not Megatron, not Devastator, not Soundwave, not Starscream. Not Bumblebee, not these sort of bots. The ones on the cusp. And so yeah, I just thought, you know what? I actually like Sunstreaker quite a bit. So yeah, I picked Sunstreaker, and that was it. I picked Sunstreaker as a name, and then I've had it in every game I've played since. So yeah. How much do I make per video? SG Soundwave has put. Uh, Not as much as you'd think. I don't want to go into like detail, things like that. But mainly it's from adverts. Hence why there's adverts on the videos. That's how you make your money. And obviously, the more views you get, the more adverts people watch, the more money you get. But to give you an idea, I mean, if you're good at maths, you could probably work it out. I think you get like $1 per advert. I think no, is it one? Not $1, 1 cent per advert. So 100 views will get you $1. 1,000 views, I don't think it's that. I think if you get 1,000 views, you'll generally get $5 from it. I think for a 1,000 view video. So yeah, it's not mega money, but it's just something that's tie you over. And obviously, the more money you can make, then the more you can do giveaways. Really, that's the idea. So I want to try and the more money that I get through different avenues, then the more giveaways I can do and things like that. And it's something we're going to do in the future, in different aspects. But I think I want to do big occasions. I don't like these streamers where they go, "Oh right, okay, if we get to 3,200 views, I'll give a $20 gift card away." And then do that and give a $20 gift card away. They go, "Okay, now if I get to 3,300," and they're just constantly shifting that that boundary just to get people to subscribe, and they're not real subscribers. People subscribing just for a giveaway. That's why I don't like putting on my thumbnails, "Oh, a giveaway," unless it's like a proper giveaway. Because people just subscribe and join it just for a giveaway. I don't want people to join just for giveaways. I want people to join because they like my content, because they like how the person I am and the content that I create. So yeah, although we do giveaways, it's I don't want to do giveaways and have people joining just for that as such. But we will do some giveaways in the future as well. Okay, we'll come back to some questions in a bit, but I do want to go through these. And this is literally my entire video collection. So we've started right back at the start. And yeah, look at these videos. It's just
this entrepreneur brand logo that was done by a top freelancer on Fiverr is simply wow. And those stylized brand guides.
So yeah, wow. Like, I remember making this like it was
level
yesterday.
jazz to take them out. But eventually,
now the funny thing about this video is that I'm just gonna shift it over a minute so we can see it a bit. There we go. I think I'll do there. Yeah. So the funny thing about this video is that I watched this back again. I don't think I've ever watched it back really in full, and I watched it the other week just reminiscing, and through the entire video, I don't really move off the base screen. I just talk about it and I don't really show much really. It's quite poor really. It's quite bad. And yeah, all I do, you can see there that even at the end there, I just show my base throughout. So yeah, it's pretty poor. Pretty poor really. So I did that video and yeah, my voice does sound, well, it's gonna sound the same. It's my same voice, isn't it? And the reason I did that video originally was simply because I was quite high up in the family and quite well, I knew what I was talking about in terms of certain aspects. And people would ask me questions, so people would go, "Oh, Wozza, can you look at my bass?" And I go, "Yeah, yeah." And they show me the bass, and I go, "Well, that's wrong, and that's wrong, and that's wrong." And they go, "Okay." And then they come back to me, "What about this?" Like, "Oh, you need to change that and that thing." And then I won't talk to them for a few weeks. And then the next day, though, someone else has messaged me. "Wozza, can you have a look at my bass? I believe you talked to whatever, Fred, the other day." "Yeah, yeah, I look at your bass." And then I look at their bass. Same things, same issues. Defenses being clumped up, walls not being used, things like that. Easy Rush base, and then another person messaged me, Wozza, can you look at my base? And I was just like, oh God, like I'm spending all my time just talking to people. I don't mind doing it, but I was repeating myself time and time and time again. So I was like, right, I need to do a video or something. So I made a video and I said, right, I'll make this video and I'll send a link or something. Then I thought, how can I do this video? And so I recorded it on my phone. I tried sending it through email, wouldn't work. Wouldn't send through email, too big a file. So I tried on Facebook, too big a file. And everywhere I looked was too big. So I literally just made something on YouTube, something or nothing. And I might have called it Sunstreaker Wozza, I might have called it something else. And I think if I called it Sunstreaker Wozza, the only reason I called it Sunstreaker Wozza was because I was called Sunstreaker, but then everyone also know me as Wozza. They were the two names that people called me. If you knew me personally outside of the game, you call me Wozza. That's what everyone calls me. If you knew me just through the game itself, then people called me Sunny or Sunstreaker. And that's where the name came from. Plain and simple. There's no clever thing to it. You know, that was pretty much it. So made the first one, and then people were saying like, "Well, what about outpost bots? You haven't covered that." I was like, "Okay, right, well, I need to cover that." Did another video. So between these videos, I mean, it's about an hour there of me just talking about base design. And looking back now, I'm like, wow, people must have been bored. And there's a few jokes in the chats about it. I mean, everyone said that, oh, he loves Star Saber, like just get him talking about it, it'd be there forever. Because I did a 27-minute video on Star Saber, and videos that long just don't do well. I'm surprised I got 3K views actually. But yeah, but you know what? These sort of videos here, the engine farming and witch bundle ones, they're still relevant today. I watched them back again, and they're still relevant today. I mean, some of the bundles aren't there anymore, but the basics are still the same of what bundles to buy and why. So they do all right. But yeah, the base design part one has definitely got a special part, uh, you know, inside for me. Um, and then I remember the power cores video doing quite well at the time. I was quite surprised at how well that went. And this is about the time where I was messaging Space Ape and I said, I had about a couple of hundred viewers, I think, 200 or 300 views, I think, at this point. Subscribers, sorry. And I messaged the apes and said, any chance that I can become a content creator like the likes of JT and the likes of NJ Hoist? And they said, nope. They said, nope, sorry, 1,000 subs only. And I said, well, I don't think it was Hyro I was talking to, it might have been someone else. I was like, right, I get that, but I'm doing a lot of content, and I really want to be part of the team. Nope, sorry, 1,000 subs. So I was like, right, okay. Carried on, carried doing all these, some crystal cracking because that's what JT did. JT did all crystal cracking, was the king of crystal crackers. Did all this, and I'm trying to think where I got took on by Space Ape. Would have been later than this, I think. Well, I wouldn't like to say. I would not like to say. I presume around here somewhere because you've got the exclusive there. That's one of the first exclusives I've got. So it must have been around here that I got accepted. But yeah, another thing that sticks in my mind is the 5-star crystal videos. This one especially. This is the first one with Mirage Jake, I think. Which was quite funny. I mean, this was 2 years ago now, so was that the first one? I think. We did with that one with Jake. Oh, this one here. Sorry, this one. 3 years ago. Jake was only 6 years old. He was quite cute back then. But yeah, I can see Sharks has put Oasis as well. Oasis, one of the main guys that I watched as well. Did a lot of how-to videos and I think that I took over from Oasis really. I was more like Oasis than JT. SG Soundwaves put JT. JT was I'm not sure what it stood for. It's all business. He was the main Earth Wars content creator back then. Did a lot of crystal cracking videos. Was very high level in the game. Was the top guy in the game pretty much for a while, and yeah, was very well known. Uh, yeah, and little things stick in my mind. So yeah, I remember that as well. Obviously, the China video did really well. This is when I first sort of discovered China, and I got a lot of a lot of subscribers through that, the Secret China server and the new game mode and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this video sticks in my mind for all the wrong reasons. I talked about it in the stream with Pammy Blez. I got a lot of hate for that video. It's basically a backdoor attack, but I'd never seen it before, never heard of it. And long story short, was I just thought I'll call it Hocus Pocus because I didn't even know it had a name. Never even seen it before. And yeah, got a lot of hate mail for that of a couple of guys that I still don't talk to even now. I think one's actually left the game, I think. But yeah, there's a couple of guys that I don't even talk to in relation to that episode. And I talked about it in the past. I don't want to keep going over it, but I talked about it in Papa Les's stream and our interview. But it wasn't a good time really. And that's where like we can talk about the pitfalls and it's really hard when you're content creating because 80% of the people will watch your videos and they go, yeah, oh great job Wozza, and I really like your videos and keep it up, and it's brilliant to hear that sort of thing because it keeps you going and keeps you focused and think, yeah, what I'm doing is right and people are enjoying it. Then there's that 20% who are pure toxic. Now, I'm probably lying there. I'm probably saying 10% are people, friends or something that are just having a dig or a bit of a laugh. But and I get that. But the other 10% can be pure toxic. And even to this day, I still get people like this. But you tend to at the start you find it really hard because you're not well known as much, and when you do get these sort of guys, you don't know how to deal with it. And then as you go on, you sort of get used to it a bit. And I'm not saying you should ever get used to it. It's not right. But you're always gonna have them sort of people, no matter what you're doing, especially in sort of like the spotlight in any way. And yeah, it was a difficult time. I'm not gonna lie, but it's easy for people to say, "Well, just don't read the comments," but you want to read the comments because you want feedback on how you're doing and how you're performing, and you want to read them and think like, like, well, because sometimes people will go like, "Oh, I like that video, but you didn't cover this. I'd like to see more of that." And you think, you know what? Yeah, you got a good point there. I need to do a video on that. I need to, I need to, um, maybe expand on this and do another video. And I can see that SG Soundwaves put replying to them fuels them. Yeah, yeah, I kind of get that, but I am not, as you can probably tell, I'm not a person to, to keep my mouth shut. If I think that if I see someone else being attacked in a chat, I will then jump in and gladly support them and help them out. And then they turn on me, which I'm fine with. I get that, but I'm not going to stand by and have someone, get attacked, whether I know them or not. It's not fair. You know, there'll always be trolls. There always will be. It's natural on the internet. But it depends to what level. I mean, I was talking to with Grind Time, and Grind Time said to me, "There's someone that keeps leaving a dislike on my video." I said, "Yeah, I've got the same. I think even to this day I have. There's someone that always leaves a downwards thumb on my videos. Don't know who it is. To be honest with you, I don't really care. I'm not really that fussed. But for the and for me, when you get 30 likes on a video and one dislike, then hey, I'm doing something right. But for the likes of Grind Time, I feel really sorry for those part of people that will get a few less likes, and this is like one person that's given a downwards like. No matter what you do, no matter what video it is, no matter how much you try, I kind of get it. Like I said, it is what it is. But it's hard to sort of to you know detach from that and not take note of it sometimes. When people say to you, people say like, "Oh, your channel's rubbish" and things like that, and especially when it's your peers or someone that you is a good player in the game. But yeah, like Grind Times put, yeah, eats at me, yeah. It does eat you a bit. I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, but you start to think, well, why are they leaving a dislike? Am I doing something wrong? Is it? I mean, I get a lot of people saying like, oh, they can't understand my accent sometimes. Are they leaving a downwards thing because of my accent? Do I need to change the way I talk? And that's what you start thinking. You start thinking like, what can I do? Can I change my accent? Well, I honestly considered like trying to change how I talk, and eventually I was like, no. How I talk is how I talk. I can't change my accent. I can't change the way I talk. And although I do try and tone it down for you guys a bit, and you can tell sometimes that when I get a bit high rate about something, that's when my accent really comes out. But yeah, you've got to. I think a big part of being a content creator is being true to yourself. I think that's a big part of it, and just being you. You know, if you're over the top and exuberant, then hey, that's you, and people will tune in because that is you, and they want to see that. And the people that don't want to see that, well, then they won't. Simple as that. And Autobot Phyllis, but we love the accent. Well, Grand Time's girlfriend loves the accent as well, because obviously I talked to Grand Time quite a bit, and she really likes the accent. It's a yeah. The American girls all tend to like the British accent, but they don't understand that the British accent has so many different forms, and that it's totally different on dialect depending on. You can travel literally. I mean, Liverpool is what, 30 miles, 40 miles, and totally different from the Manc accent. Totally different. The Geordie accent in Newcastle is totally different. The Birmingham accent, which is about 60 miles away, is totally different. Then you've got Scottish, which is about 150 miles away. So yeah, accents vary massively, you know. And then obviously this one is a big one for me because this is one of my first Goldfire videos, I think. And this, when I got this guy, you know, I was like, wow, this guy is amazing. And no one believed me. And I was like, listen, this guy is unbelievable. Didn't believe me. Did this, I think that might be an exclusive, maybe. Goldfire Crystal opening, got this guy, was amazed by him. Used him in this cleanup crew video. This is a big video for me, one of the first videos where I would say a designer's attack, but really, you know, went to town with it and used it a lot. Using Goldfire, absolutely amazing. And then obviously did more about Goldfire, and I really went to town just saying how good he was. So I think they did really good. And I think like around here the production started to improve quite a bit in terms of like thumbnails. And obviously my visit to Space 8 was a huge starting point, and was an amazing time to go and see the you know, behind the scenes. I'd love to go there again. And I don't think my my relationship with the Apes is that bad that I refuse. But you know, I do give him a bit of stick, but it's all in from a good place. I hope they know that. But yeah, I really liked this thumbnail when I made it. When I made this thumbnail, I was like, that looks really good. That looks cool. These base design videos did really well. I got a lot of positive feedback for doing these more, and I'm considering doing these again. But the problem is that I just use Goldfire for every base, so I can maybe do these and explain why I use Goldfire in different ways to do this. I see that so many people use Goldfire, but yeah, think about sort of touching upon these again, maybe. Then this is the Zedjon video that I mentioned earlier, so go and check that out. That was done quite well. And then the lockdown streams, which was obviously quite amusing. The fact that I thought to myself, I'll do some lockdown streams while I'm not doing anything. I'll do a stream a day. You know, we're back to work in a few weeks. How wrong can you be? How wrong can you be? We started on day one, and I was like, yeah, well, I'm gonna do this on day one, this on day two, this on day three, this on day four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, I've got the next 10 days planned out. And then we got to here, and we're like, right, okay, well, we're at past 10 days now. Then, you know, maybe I can do some, you know, I'll do some event power leveling in the event, because it's a weekend event. There's some more leveling. Do some crystal openings, maybe. And then we got to 20. I was like, 20. Right, I'm running out of things to talk about now. But we've got Brainstorm coming. I can talk a bit about that, okay. Then we got to like 26. I was like, right, well, I literally came to some strange. I was like, right, well, what do you guys want to talk about? And you can see that I got bored of doing the same old sort of thumbnail. I was like, right, let's change it up a bit. We started getting combats in the game. I like I like the thumbnails, so I started using that. And you can see there, I tried to change it every single day and just make it a bit different. Then we got to day 50, which was like 50 days in a row is hard. It really is. It really is difficult. And then we go on. And then it got to 68. Then it got to 74. Then it got to 80. And, you know, it got to a point where I was like, right, well, I can't not get to 100 now. You know, you know, I've got to carry on. And there's a little project. I was just a bit bored, you know, at home. And I thought, you know, a lot of people did a lot of videos, just like compilation videos and things like that. And I thought, I'm gonna do one with all the trailers because I like watching the Transformers Earth Wars trailers, but there's nowhere really where they were all in one place. I think I was actually just watching the trailers one day and I had to go and I was like, I'm gonna put them all in one place. I'm gonna put them all together so that people can watch it. And then I did that and I posted it. And then the next day I had like 1,000 views in one day. I was like, wow, like that's a lot of views. That's like 1,000 views in like one day or a few days. I was like, God. And then it went on and went on. And I thought, right, well it's gonna slow down eventually. It's gonna slow down. And I got more and I got more and more. To the point where now it's got nearly 120,000 views, which is ridiculous, really, if you think about it. 120,000 views. Looking at projections, it would probably be at about 250,000 by the end of the year. So if it keeps going the way it's going, in the next 2 years, it'll probably have 1 million views. Which it's a lot of views. And, and I know a lot of people probably watch that and then have come to my channel and it's helped my subscribers. But it's getting about 300 views a day or thereabouts right now. And you got to think, 300 people are watching that video a day. 300 people. That blows my mind. It really does. I can't fathom that. You know, I can't fathom how 300 people in the world are watching that video, every day. It's crazy. And I don't understand how these YouTubers get millions of views. It's crazy, honestly. But yeah, it just took off. And yeah, I plan to do a few more just to yeah, get some views because you got to think that that's probably the biggest money maker that I've made because it's guaranteed money every single day. And although it's not a lot, it's just guaranteed money. So yeah, get quite a lot of money from doing them sort of things. And then we carried on, and I think we got to around here. I think this was the last weekend when I went back to work, and I said that don't worry, guys, we're gonna carry on. We are gonna, get to 100. We've got to get to 100. We can't not. And then we carried on, and then we got to 100, and I said, right, okay, we've got to 100. I'm done now. That's it. But I will carry on with the streams. We'll do them every week, and we'll go from there. And then yeah, we carried on with the streams from there. Started doing one per week in the time being, and then I just found that doing one a week was a bit meh. And so where was it? I think around here, sort of. Yeah, we started. So yeah, I think I did a Golden Lagoon video one weekend, and then I thought, yeah, I'm gonna start doing these at weekends and start just doing some weekend streams, and then we've carried on from there, and then we're sort of into the new videos, and like I said, the likes of the interview with Dale, and the rate your base designs with Grind Time, the big reveal video. These are some of the big ones recently, and the rinse videos. I do enjoy these videos. They are really good fun. Especially these rinsing videos and the interviews and things like that. An interview with Power Bloods. We've done another trailer video, which is getting about I think about 150 views a day, so that's doing quite well as well. Obviously 7.5K views in 2 weeks is incredible. And yeah, so I plan on doing a few more and a few things like that. But yeah, pretty cool. So as I mentioned earlier, I did say that we're going to do some giveaways. So straight away, I'm going to do a giveaway. And who should we pick? I can see William Wilkinson as well has just put. In fact, I'm going to give you a code just because I stopped on your question. So William Wilkinson, you can have a code as well. It's just put that I hope you have a big external drive to back up your YouTube videos. You don't need to. It's all stored on YouTube. It's all stored online. And you don't need to back them up. If you're recording them like Engineer House does, where he does a stream and records part of it and posts that, then yeah, you do. But outside of that, no, it's all stored online. So, William Wilkinson, you can have a code. Gerrit Jan, you can get a code as well. Just because you've been my friend for like 9 years now. So, yeah, you can get a code as well. Who else you get a code to? I'm just going through and just stopping on random names and then seeing. Who else? SG Soundwave, you asked a lot of questions this stream. You can get a code as well. So, yeah, hit me up and I'll throw you a code over, guys. Yeah. War 1, we do like Tug of War. There's a lot of spark. The sparks go back up again after giving Sludge that ability 11. Ready for the next batch? Before you ask, no, we haven't got it in testing. We have asked for it. It does need addressing because we need this next batch again. It's coming out a bit too slow, I think. Oh, this is quite amusing. This is quite amusing. Um, just to show you, like, so obviously I'm in psyops now. We're doing quite well actually now. We went through a bit of a poor patch, and hence why I like some of myself. And congratulations to Grind Time, who's in there as well. And yeah, we've got some new members in, and yeah, we're doing really well at the minute. We're on a bit of a streak. So we literally had we got Demo Ops, which is one of our alliances, um, just because they wanted to test themselves against us. Fair play to them. Fair play. Don't know why they wanted to go against us, but hey. Then we faced the Horde, so we took them seriously and just made sure they didn't hoard us. For those that don't know, basically the Horde, a few times what they've done is they've kept a bit low level, and then the other team has not really put many points up, and then they'll put up like a load of points in the last, you know, 3 hours, and then you're like, oh my god, we need people on, but it's too late then, and the Horde just take over and win the war. So everyone's sort of onto them now, and we're saying, listen, let's take them seriously, let's put up some points, and let's make sure we're, let's make sure that we're, gonna beat them. Yes, they do snipe. Yes, and then we've just played Prisoners of War. They were one man down, so we've actually finished on. I mean, when we talk about wars and we talk about how easy they are, this is the point I'm making. So you can see there, we've not dropped many points. That's the point I'm making. Why wars are too easy. It shouldn't be like that. Where we've got all these 300s and it is that easy. It really is. Yes, we are top players in the game, but we shouldn't have to. You know. But so we've had a tracked war against Horde, a tracked war against Prisoners of War, and now we've got a tracked war against Moon. But the funny thing is that Scorched Moon are at the top, and we are right behind them. So we're trying to catch Moon and take over them. We finally matched with them, and hopefully we can. We're just 3 behind, and we can get that behind, catch them up, and get top spot. SG Soundwaves, not all 300s, but yeah, a lot of 300s, and that's the sort of level you need to be psyops regular. Literally 300 or quits. So yeah. Hammertails put wars are either super easy for powerful players or super hard for lower players. A bit of both, but they are easy at the top level now, and that's why we've cried out for Titans to be something very difficult in the game, and hopefully we can add some improvements at the top levels to make wars a bit harder. I just hope Titans are that thing. I really do hope Titans are, the thing. Okay. Let's see some war battles. Well, I've actually run out of coins because I've been coining all these wars this week. I've actually run out of battles. But you can see there that yeah, CJ has jumped in there straight away off the start. He always does. He'll 300 quite easy, I think. He always does that. But yeah, we could look at their base. I hope you don't mind. So yeah, I use Gold Fire Attack on all bases. So let's go through. So we'll see more and more of these split bases or time traps now. This is an old Spazial base that was pretty decent. It's quite an old design now, and people have got wise to it. But so generally, you got 2 outposts down front and a combined outpost. So it's important to at least pop them. These 2 outposts at the top, not as much a big deal. I can sort of deal with them with Rook really. So the idea is that I'll probably start here. Let's have a look where it. So I'll start there. you know, just inside the outpost. And then we'll swipe across here to get rid of these two Spider-Mans. They cause a lot of damage. Then we'll probably swipe up there and hit that. Then we'll probably swipe and hit that as well to pop the combiner outpost. And we'll pop the combiner somewhere around here because we're going to hit this, we're going to hit over there and hit there. So we need to take this out really. We want to take that out. We want to take this out. So we'll take that out, take that out, take that out with a combiner. We can leave this intact. We'll probably take that out with our jet, our one-shot jet. That's why it's there, so we can leave some defenses untouched. There's no build bots around. You got a healing one there, but it's not going to heal much. It's only going to heal that really. So pretty poor placement in terms of that. I think it's more of a pathing issues. But yeah, so we'll go 1, we'll go 2, we'll go 3. So all this area will be on fire. We want to get rid of these buildings. They're quite important in Prime League because they explode, dealing damage to your bots. So you want to get rid of some of these buildings. It's really important. Hence why we want to go over there. Hence why we're going up there and hope to put this on fire. And go over there, put that on fire, get some points back. And then we're going to pop our combiner. We'll probably actually leave him. We'll probably actually leave him over here, I'm thinking. Or maybe there. Because of Liège is there. And he's going to walk over there, I think. I'll try and get in here. So we need to keep our combiner where Liège is finishing. So I wouldn't want to put my combiner there because by the time they get close to him, he's gonna be dead. So I'm thinking actually changing this a bit. I'm thinking I might go from here. I might go up to there. I might go over to there, and I might go over to there maybe. So all this middle area is taken out. And then drop combiner, put it right in the middle there, and then depending on the outpost bots, they'll hopefully help take this middle section out. You can pop the top section with a second or a third or fourth swipe, but for me it's all about value. So once you get to there, you're popping them 2 outposts for 11 ability points. So, you know, 11 ability points is quite a lot just to pop 2 outposts. Whereas I could probably easily just use Rook to pop them and then a jet if Chromie pops out. There's been a lot of discussion about Chromie in the chats. I've seen that, and you know, she's not that difficult to take out. She really isn't, honestly. I know Christopher Lewis is a very similar team to me, but yeah, just keep leveling that team. Honestly, it does really well at all levels. So yeah. Grind times put gotta check them build bot cores. Yes, but what's that one? Force field disruptor. It don't matter because we're gonna drop our bots a bit further up, but that'll be gone by the gold fire burn probably. So I doubt that would even cause much issues. Riskers put, do I expect the exploding buildings to become a permanent part of the meta? No, that's a prime effect. No, I don't think they will. I think it'll just stick to Prime League. I think. I doubt we'll see anything else. But yeah, 1, 2, 3. No, 1. Keep doing that, don't I? 'Cause that's generally what you do. 1, 2, 3 zigzag. But now I'm going to have to do the reverse, well, zigzag to finish off in the middle. So up there, that'll burn these 4 there. Across there. I might even go to there actually, and take that healing build bot out. Because no point hitting that. Because it'll heal again. So I might actually go from there. But that one's going to get taken out anyway. To there. To there. And now we'll hopefully hit this as well. Maybe even to there if it'll reach. I'm not too sure it'll reach there though. If it does reach there, I'll go to there maybe. But there it'll take more. If I go to there, that'll take more out because the outpost bots will be around there. It depends if it's gunners though. If it's gunners, then it'll take a lot of this section out. If it's not, they'll get stuck behind the walls and then they won't just hit the walls. So yeah. Bruce asked, is that sights flying around? I think it will be, yeah. Well no, that's Felbat. That one there. There we've got Ravage. Dial, whatever's called, the conversion. And we've got Defosaurus, not Slot, Ripper Snapper, and Dirge as well. Oh, and Jalen Gatton, thanks for subscribing. Appreciated. So, yeah. Oh, and Fitz19 as well. Thanks. Cheers subscribing. So, yeah, we could take this out quite easy. I could do this battle, but we've only be able to do the one, I think, because of coins. I don't think we'll get to 10 bots. I don't think so. I think it's balanced around 8. I think it'll stay like that. Maybe 9 one day, maybe, but I can't see it being anytime soon. They tried to balance it around 8, and I just think you'll start seeing 3 healer teams and things like that, which they don't want. 287 coins. I think it costs 300 coins, I think, to do my team again. So we've not got enough coins to do it again. But we'll put it into practice. In fact, I'm not actually. I'll be honest with you. I hate playing wars on my PC. It's just not fast enough. Even my tablets nowadays, you've got to be really quick and really get these things off. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do my war attacks and attract war on my PC. Apologies, guys. But it's just not fast enough. It's not smooth enough, believe it or not. And it's nothing to do with the PC. It's to do with the emulator. Sadly, the emulator's just not as quick as an actual phone. So yeah. Although I would love to show you guys. I'm sure that these guys don't mind. Oh, grind time! Let's watch grind time's replay. Thanks, grind time. But yeah, let's just hope it's accurate. But has grind time followed what I said, or does something different? Does he use vector? Does he use liege? Both are okay. Both work, but you know, preference. So he's gone with vector. Put the sound on. So he's gonna cross, hit the mine. Up there to pop the outposts. Hit that one there. Does he do a fourth one? Nope. So now, because he's vector, he's got to drop his bots around here. Gold has appeared down there for some weird reason, though. But hey, even though we put him here, I think that's just a fault with the replay. I'm sure grind time can correct us. But yep, putting your combiner in there, destroying that section there, help us destroy it. Like I said, with the age, you need to finish the combiner off where Goldie is. But you can see there that it's doing an incredible amount of damage to all that area there. Taking that out. Bit of smoke down over your bots. Bit of a laser up. Take out the combiners. Cheetor as well, so that makes short work of those two. So the bots will walk around now. I think this might split these bots here, but they'll get through the walls fine. Let's just hope they don't go upwards. Cheetor should come back through, I think, or go around here at least. This is where they might split now, I think. Yeah, there goes Strax. There's Optimus using Blaze to good effect to get rid of that section up there. Got Felbat. Now this is where I take a one-shot to get rid of Felbat's tower. I think he's used Laser Optimus there to get rid of the tower, which is a pretty good idea. I think it might out at grind time, I think. Is Prime League hard for people that have the reward in Prime League? Yes. Very hard. Very hard. I mean, to give you an idea.
This race isn't over yet, Megatron.
It says lost, but we obviously won. I mean, we'll go through the Prime League effects to give you an idea on the effects that we have. So, how can I find out the Prime League effects? I can't remember now. I know I could do this. I know I could do base trials. and get some of them there. What do you use on the Spellbat Tower? I use my Jetfire to take it out, just destroy it, and it's gone. Or I pop the outpost and then drop my Combiner and just make sure that it times out by the time I drop my bots. So yeah, there's plenty of ways to get rid of it. You can actually as well hack it with blades, and it will stun the opposition outpost bots. So you can hack it even as well. Like I said, you can use Laser Optimus or any bot that has good range that's outside the range of that. The problem lies is when you pop the outpost, just walking into it with all your squad. That's a nightmare. That's why I use Rook, pop it from distance, Jetfire to kill it from distance. Don't let all your team get stuck in that stun. That's when the problem arises. It's just making sure that you are on the front foot of making sure that you pop it. Don't just leave it. So hard battle. Let's actually got into it. I can't remember how to find out the actual Prime League effects now. But the effects are ridiculous. I mean, hard mode is simply 10% health and 10% damage on every single defense. So they're harder to take out and they do more damage. So yeah, that's just hard mode. But then Prime League, it's not showing. Normally when you highlight that, it comes up, but it's not. Someone tell me how you find it again. I'm sure it's on the Lions screen somewhere. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. So hard mode. So hard mode is extra 10% health for defenses, 15% DPS for all defenses. Resource buildings explode, dealing 2,500 damage upon death to all bots in an area. Even gunners in that sort of range. Outpost bots have 25% more health and do 25% more damage. So that's hard mode. Prime League. I can't remember how to find it now. Check the war leaderboard. I don't know what you mean. No, it's not there. I don't know what you mean. Scout a war base. Ah, I think you might be right there. Ah, there we go. So, and then there's 25% extra damage for autocannons and 50% attack speed for mortars as well. So you've got the exploding buildings, you've got the outpost bots that are double hard, you've got cannons doing extra damage, and you've got the extra attack speed for mortars as well. So yeah, it's considerably harder than a lot of bases. I mean, this is base 1. A lot of the bases have all G metals, so it gets harder and harder. So yeah, Prime League is definitely a very big step up from Cybertron League. A lot of people struggle, but yeah, it needs to be something more for the top players in the game, without a doubt. Just to make things a bit harder. And yeah, especially with Goldfire. Goldfire makes things a bit easier as well, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be something that comes along to the game to make that a bit harder. And yeah, and I'm sure people are wondering about my base design. It's just something I'm trying out, something a bit different. I've made some adjustments because I made one adjustment and it didn't really work. People just took the bottom section out and popped all the outputs at the top. So I've put the combiner outpost down below, and then we'll check on it we'll go from there. Leave that just one there. And the idea is that we want people to go through there without you know, having to put the combiner maybe a bit early. We don't want to leave it up there. That makes it too easy. So yeah, cool. Okay, and I'm also gonna give a code to Irish Karma, just because I think he's new to the stream, and he's helped me out to find you know, the Prime League effects. So yeah, you can have a code as well. Grind has had one code off me this week already, so he's all right. He won a competition sort of in my members chat. So we'll do competitions in there as well, guys. Don't forget. So if you want to be a member, you want to join the competitions we have there and things like that. So we are going to be doing some competitions in the members chat as well. So yeah, don't forget to be a member if you want, guys. But more importantly, make sure you are subscribed. That is totally free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And leave a like on the video just before you leave, guys. But yeah. So, talking about some of the things coming this weekend. So, we have a special guest this weekend doing the base review. And I'm not going to say who it is. I'm going to keep it quiet. You have to tune in Sunday to find out. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. Irish Karma, if you want to claim it, just message me on Discord. Private message me. Just saying that who you are on the stream, and I'll give you your code. But yeah, we've got someone this Sunday doing our base roasting. I call it base rinsing, and a lot of American people are like, what's rinsing? They don't understand what a rinse is, so it's roasting basically. So I might change the name to roasting. So yeah, base roasting this weekend, and that's gonna be real fun. And next weekend, so not this Sunday coming, the Sunday after, we've got a interview with the one and only OG Engineer Hoist. So we've got Engineer Hoist on the stream. So if you don't know who Engineer Hoist is, then I'm quite shocked. But yeah, he'll be on the channel. We'll be doing an interview with him, asking him all things Transformers Earth Wars, looking back at play testing and content creating more, and asking him some questions. So I'm gonna set a chat up for asking Engineer Hoist questions. So if you've got any questions, pop them in there, and yeah, we'll be picking out some of the best questions. And if your name gets picked out as one of the questions to ask Engineer Hoist, then yeah, you'll win a Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystal as well. But don't forget, guys, listen, there's certain questions that I will have written down already, and they will already be in the stream. So if you are going to ask things like, why did you pick Engineer Hoist? I'm going to be asking that already. There's no point in even putting that question in, because that will be already asked. Or what is your favorite Transformer? Or things like that. Generic questions that are going to get asked. Try and think outside the box a bit. And I'm not saying, what is your favorite color in the rainbow? Nothing like that. But, yeah, some interesting questions. The best questions are the ones that people don't ask. The ones that maybe he hasn't answered before in his streams. Those sort of questions. So, yeah, I'm going to put a thing in Discord tonight, a section. So, make sure you pop a question for Engineer Hoist in there. And make sure, if you want to be in the base roasting or, rinsing, those sort of videos, then yeah, pop your base in the base roasting section, or base rinsing. And yeah, if you get picked again, you win a Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystal. And yeah, it's a bit of fun. Like I said, don't take it too to heart. Don't take it lightly. It's a bit of light trolling, and all the fun of it is you may get a bit of critique about your base, and you might you might learn something about your base that you might need to correct and change. But we don't hold back. We don't just go, oh well, maybe you should change this. We'll be like, what the hell are you doing? What is that? That is awful. And we just don't hold back, basically. So yeah, it's a bit of fun, like I said, guys. And Wolverine's asked, am I going to rinse every single base? No, we don't rinse every single base. There's a lot of bases in there, so we pick about 10 out. But I generally pick I mean, the first stream we picked a variation of streams, but I'm generally going to pick some of the bases that I think are really good. I'm going to pick some of the bases that are maybe good but original. So I like people that design their own bases. I do like that. It's an art. It's really hard to do, and I appreciate people that do that. I've designed this base myself. I make changes on it and I test it myself. So I like people that do that. So if it's an original design, I mean, but if you do original design and it's an easy prime rush, then you might even get picked. Is that bad? Maybe. But, you know, try and put some, you know, unique designs in there. Some poor designs in there will get picked. But maybe not if it's obviously, like I said, if it's obvious that you're just doing it just to get a Sunstreaker crystal, then maybe not. You know, some funny bases might be in there. It's the different reasons why I might choose your base. But I'll be choosing 10 bases anyway, and those people were picked for the stream, and those people will, maybe 8 or 10, something like that. And those people will, you know, those people will get picked to when Sunstreaker was a Sash Crystal. So yeah, so make sure you tune in Sunday. It's gonna be a good laugh. It's gonna be a bit of fun, and then make sure you put your base if you want to in the roasting or rinsing section. If you want to be in there, and make sure that you join us next week for the interview with Engineer Hoist, which should be pretty cool and a lot of fun. A lot of respect for the guy. So that was pretty cool as well. I can see that. Grand Titans put questions for Engineer Hoist, like, how much do you weigh? Yeah, I won't be asking him that. And you are right, Soundwave. Your base rinsing was it was brutal, but it was funny. It was funny, you got to admit. But yeah, and thank you, DJ Gaming, as well, for the kind comments as well. Cool. So yeah, 300 videos. Super pleased with that. But like I said, next week we'll have the this weekend we've got the special guest base roasting. Next week we'll be covering the new combats, Rat Trap, and then next weekend we've got Engineer Hoist. So it's going to be an action-packed couple of weeks on the stream, and then we'll go from there. And I've got some plans in the works, but it's just hard chasing them up and hard getting them to do it. But yeah, some plans for the future as well. All right, well, thanks for everyone for tuning in tonight, like I said, and celebrating 300 videos. Like I said, can't believe we got to 300. It's quite shocking. But here's to the next, you know, the next 300. Here's to this year, big target of 4,000 subs. Going off the rates we're going at the minute, it's touch and go. We're either going to just about do it or just about miss out. So don't forget, guys, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to hit 4,000 subs this year. That's the big aim. And yeah, tune in this weekend. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace out, everyone. Thanks, guys.